Burnley against Preston North End. Big npower championship game. Let's quickly go through the sides for you. For Burnley, Brian Jensen in goal, David Edgar in at right back for Tyrone Mears, Clark Carlisle, Andre BK and Danny Fox in the defence. Graham Alexander in the holding midfield role. Behind Martin Patterson, Wade Elliott, Dean Marney and Ross Wallace. Chris Umalumo recovered from that hamstring injury, up front for Burnley this evening. On the bench, Lee Grant, Michael Duff, Jack Cork, Leon Court, Jay Rodriguez, Steve Thompson and Chris Eagles. For Preston, Andy Lonergan, Preston born in goal, Billy Jones at right back, skipper Callum Davidson at left back, Sean St Ledger and Craig Morgan in the centre. Then in midfield, Josh King, Paul Coots, Adam Barton, just his second start, Matty James, Keith Treacy and John Parkin. On the bench for Preston, let's do the reserve keeper, Brown, Gray, Russell, Chris Brown, Paul Hayes and Paul Parry. A lot of noise at Turf Moor. We're almost ready to get underway. Burnley defending the Jimmy Mack end, attacking left to right. And Burnley, I think, set to get us underway. Remember, Preston have won 4 of the last 5 Lancashire derbies. Burnley want to do something about that today. Early clearance from Preston finds BK halfway inside his own half, knocks it square for Carlisle and in turn for Edgar. Got to settle in at right back against Tracy. It'll be a bit of a test for him. Long ball forward, gone all the way through to Lonergan, and the Preston keeper takes that comfortably. Immediately we can see it is 1 up for both sides. Umalumo for Burnley and Big John Parkin for Preston. Kick here to test Danny Fox, wins the header, might just bounce here though for Barton. Helped on again to Barton down that right hand side, hooks the ball in, looking for King, might fall for Parkin. King with the shot, blocked by BK. First corner of the game inside 45 seconds goes the way of Preston, and Burnley need to defend this well, Keith.
Yeah, we do. Defend as a team, as we have been doing in the 2 previous home games. The sun's come out, it's like a summer's day now at Turf Moor. This corner on the far side for Preston. Tracy
with it. He'll swing this in. Plenty of big lads in the middle to aim for. Parking on the keeper, swung it towards the near post, headed away comfortably. It's a good header away by Umalumo. Burnley trying to get the ball away, not succeeded. Little hasty, and Preston will go backwards here to go forward. It's with skipper Callum Davidson inside his own half. Long ball from him, cut out here by Carlisle. Did well, needed a second touch and didn't get away with it. Preston on the attack again with Davidson on the halfway line. Tucks it down the left for Coots, former Peterborough player. Offside flag against Parkin. He was chasing the ball originally, although behind him was Barton. I think it was the right decision. Free kick for Burnley. But Preston have come out all guns blazing.
Yeah, I thought they might do. They want to kickstart their season in a way, because they've just had the 1 win and not pretty much else from any of the other games at the moment.
BK looking to head that back to his keeper. He hasn't really succeeded, and Jensen's out of his box here to clear it left footed. Got some distance on it, deep into the Preston half, which is good. Umalumo thought he was held down. The referee doesn't agree. Helped on here by Coots, the left back Davidson. Will that run out of play? Not quite. Foul here by Edgar. That's an early free kick for Preston, just by the touchline. Edgar on Tracy. And Kevin Friend on hand to give it. It's important to keep you cool on a day like today. Burnley need 11 men on the pitch.
Yeah, it's just telling David Edgar calm down, but it wasn't that bad a challenge, was it? He only just clipped him maybe there, but they're getting everything at the moment, aren't they? Corners and free kicks. Preston in Burnley's half, they can't get them out at the moment.
Here's Davidson with it, left-footed, swinging it in towards the edge of the box. King touches it down, a bit of an opportunity here for Preston. Parking run across the box, finds Tracy with a shot, easy one for Jensen, right into his chest. The keeper's not going to miss those. Easy take. He'll kick this left-footed. Again, not his best, headed away comfortably by Morgan. And again, Preston will break, but there's an offside flag against John Parkin, former York and Hull City attacker. And Burnley have got themselves a free kick. BK to take it just inside the centre circle. Marnie in possession, goes forward to Wallace. Chance for him to have a run at his former side. Just back here with Fox, and that will be a Burnley throw. Preston thought it had already gone out. Maybe a little bit fortunate to get away with that, Danny Fox, but has done. Heavy touch from Wallace. King, who's a lively player, comes away with the ball. Norwegian born. Good challenge from BK. Overran it. The lad on loan from Manchester United. Ball forward finds Iwelumo. Nice chest down. Burnley in each other's way a little there. And Elliott loses out. Coming forward with Coots for the visitors. Good challenge from Wallace. Wins it back. Patterson through the middle momentarily. Couldn't just reach that, unfortunately. But he will collect this loose ball here. Helps it inside for Elliott. Was hasty. Tracy with an easy clearance. Good touch here from Fox. Alexander gets it back to him again. And turns back to BK. BK's got time here. Able to face the play. Squares it for Carlisle. We've played 4.5 minutes. Burnley 0, Preston North End 0 in the Lancashire derby. Edgar back to his keeper. Now in bright sunlight. Jensen, and he'll kick this long, left-footed. Looking for Iwelumo. Flick on. Can't find Patterson. Burnley 4-4-2 for the moment. Pilling for offside against Parking, but Carlisle will be able to collect this. Square for BK once more. BK, I think, spotted Fox on a run. Goes down that left-hand side, but Fox won't reach that. Too much on it. That'll be a Preston throw. Burnley have to settle into the game a bit yet.
Yeah, we haven't. We need to do, but they're looking a bit sprightly, aren't they, when they get the ball? Preston. A couple of offsides gone our way, but you've got to be careful with that against a team like Preston with two big attacking forwards.
Yeah, they've come with a game plan here. And Davidson will come forward into the Burnley half. Callum Davidson, former Blackburn player. He's found a nice ball for Tracy. He'll cause Burnley problems here. Great challenge from BK. Do you know, he had to win that, and it's a top tackle. Here's Elliott. Will enter the Preston half. We mentioned about BK being a fan's favourite, and that's just another indication. That's going to run on. Out of play. Elliott won't get the return ball. But my word, what a tackle that was.
Yeah, had to be as well. He was straight through, wasn't he? What a great challenge. He went one way. BK went the wrong way, but stuck his left foot out, and what a tackle that was. Great stuff.
Just a couple of feet outside the D. So BK had to be absolutely certain. Here's Wallace, clips the ball in for Iwelumo. Can't find a ball though. Here's Alexander, uses Elliott, back again, but it's easily cleared. Just at the minute, Burnley not getting forward with the purpose that we know they can. Here's Carlisle, finds BK. Man of the moment. We'll go to the halfway line, Andre BK. Uses Wallace, back to BK. BK might have to go long here. Edgar's in a good position down this right-hand side. Square for Carlisle. Carlisle will bring it forward. Use Edgar. Awkward bounce from as he just collected. Ball inside is nice for Alexander. On in turn here for Patterson. Back to Alexander. Use Edgar once more. In possession with Alexander. Into the centre circle for Marnie. Marnie on in turn for Elliott. Able to turn. Face play. Wide by Marnie for Fox. Patient stuff from Burnley. Here's Wallace once more. Just getting closed down. Needed the 1-2. Burnley have lost out here. Ball forward for Parkin to hold on the halfway line. Parkin's done well with it. Back inside the Preston half. Digs out a ball. Finds left back Davidson. And at the minute it's Preston playing the better football. Great interception from Carlisle to prevent Barton getting forward. Space for Wallace. Joshua King trying to get back at him. Let's see if Wallace can get a ball in here. We'll get support from Fox. Down that left-hand side with Danny Fox. Clips the ball in, looking for Iwelumo. Headed away. Burnley will try and win the next through Marnie. Iwelumo trying to get there as well. Will it fall for Elliott? Not quite. Hooked away. Alexander will collect now. Hooks it wide and neatly for Fox. Fox coming forward from left back. Uses Alexander again. Wallace back to BK. Plenty in the middle for Burnley if BK wanted to put the ball in. Elects to square it for Carlisle. 8 minutes played. No score at Turf Moor. Here's Clark Carlisle coming forward. Clips the ball wide for Edgar. Inside for Patterson. He'll look to dig out across here. It's been deflected behind. First corner of the game for Burnley. And that was after some great possession football.
Yeah, it was. 5-6 players involved there. Patterson clipping a crossing. Just caught there clear. It's a corner for Burnley, but yeah, it's better from the Clarets. And a corner we need to score from.
Booze for Ross Wallace as he comes across to take it. Right wing corner, so left foot in swing of this to try and test Lonergan. Let's just see what he can do here. Swings it in. Lonergan won't come for it. Iwelumo, it's got in, that's it. Certainly one or two queries. He's given it. Chris Iwelumo, is it? Oh, home sweet home for Chris Iwelumo. 3 out of 3. And on 9 minutes, Burnley have got the opener and they scored from a corner again. Chris Iwelumo's third of the season. Preston tried to keep it out, but certainly crossed the line. And it's Chris Iwelumo to give Burnley the lead again.
Yeah, great ball in there. Definitely crossed the line. A lot of people behind that goal saying it didn't, but it did. The referee wasn't sure. He had to look at his linesman. Linesman had no hesitation. And it's another goal for Chris Iwelumo. Just showing it on the replay. Yeah, it's a good...
It's well behind. Yeah, 2 foot over, definitely. Definitely over the line. Great delivery from Ross Wallace. We're just seeing a replay now. The coup, it's well behind the line. Well done to the linesman, because that's not necessarily easy to see, but he's got it absolutely bob on.
It's been given, but it's just 3 foot over the line, wasn't it?
Well done to the officials. Not easy by any means, but they've got it absolutely bob on there. And what a record Chris Iwelumo's got at home now.
That is it, 3 and 3. Let's hope he gets another couple today.
Yeah, good delivery from Wallace. Good delivery. Alexander to take that down. Burnley have got an early lead here in the Lancashire derby. And here's Clark Carlisle. Spreads it wide for Edgar. Played a part in the build-up to winning the corner. Here's Carlisle once more. Uses BK. Preston packing the midfield, willing to give Burnley the ball at the back. And I guess couldn't have gone any better for Burnley to get that early goal. Carlisle can't find Fox on that far side. Alexandria to try and win it, but here's Barton. King making progress down that right-hand side. He needs to be watched. He's going to get the ball here, but BK with him. Good solid work from Andre BK. Joshua King is just 18. Oslo born, got those 2 goals, remember, in that FA Youth Cup tie here at Turf Moor, and a big win for Manchester United back in January. Ball forward from BK. Elliott with it. Nice little turn, but can't find Wallace with the next ball. Again towards King. This lad's got some pace. Just gives it touch and go with Coots, but back is Wallace to win it on the halfway line. Battling away, Ross Wallace. Will use BK. That's sensible stuff from Burnley. Credit the Clarets there. Here's Carlisle. He used Alexander. On for BK. It's been injury time goals so far this season for Burnley, but they've got an early one today. Iwelumo will chase this, but he's offside. You mentioned that hat-trick 2 years ago for Wolves at Deepdale. Got sent off that day. We don't want anything like that today.
Let's hope he stays the allotted time, but yeah, let's hope he gets on the score sheet again. It must be one of those teams that you get players scoring against certain teams, and for Chris Iwelumo, it seems to be a nice time when he plays Preston. Thankfully.
Here's Lonergan with the free kick. Header won by Fox. To it quickly though was Barton, but it's going to be a Burnley throw, almost level with the Clarets penalty area. Fox with it. Will take his time. Remember, Burnley at Middlesbrough on Tuesday. 7 games in 21 days. It's going to test the squad, but Joshua King's picked this ball up, finds Parkin, looking for the return. Good work from Marnie just to tidy up. Finds Alexander, hooks it forward for Iwelumo. Got pushed there for me, but we're playing on because Burnley in possession. But they've lost their big target man for the moment. Here's Edgar down this right-hand side. Overhit that pass, but Marnie will tidy up. Finds Elliott. Here's Wallace in the middle as well. Finds Alexander. Courage to come forward. Patterson wide left here. Patterson will look to try and take his man on here perhaps. Hooks across in towards that far post. Edgar wins the header. It's away momentarily by Preston. And away they come with the ball. They've got numbers up here. Burnley going to have to be on their guard. It's a real counter-attack from Preston. Tracy bombing down this left-hand side. Couldn't just take the ball. Allows Edgar to hook it away. Burnley a bit fortunate maybe there. Here's Marnie. Uses Elliott again. Iwelumo in the middle with Patterson. Patterson looking to turn. Take his man on. Uses Marnie. Wallace in space. Look at Fox bombing down the left. Wallace has a shot wide of the target. Though Lonergan was scrambling to his left-hand side. Burnley had options there. And they are testing Preston at the back a little bit.
Yeah, we are looking good when we go forward. We had Danny Fox was absolutely shifting down that left-hand side, wasn't he there? I don't think he spotted him. Ross Wallace tried a shot, but wide of the target. But Yeah, it's coming off at the minute for the Clarets. Like this one-touch stuff. It's nice to watch, and when we go to the good as well. Just we've got to be careful of the counter-attack, though. They do attack at pace, don't they?
Fox gave Jensen a problem there. It was a Hyundai-headed back pass. Jensen had to jump with Park, and it was beast against beast. And in the end, Burnley's beast won the cause. Just Alexander, caught in possession. Parkin will battle with him. Alexander trying to get back. He's fouled his man here. It's a little bit casual, and I think Alexander's saying to his teammates, I didn't get a shout. And the free kick is 30 yards from goal, right of centre. And Alexander and Carlisle at loggerheads. The referee wants a word. That was just a little bit too casual from Burnley, wasn't it?
It was. It wasn't. He did make an attempt. I think the player made it look worse than it was, to be honest, with his dive, Adam Barton. But it was a foul. But free kick. Yeah, you've got to shout. You've got to help your teammates, and he didn't on that occasion. We've got to defend a free kick here. There's some big lads on this pitch, haven't they, Preston?
Tricky one. It's right of centre, 30 yards from goal. Plenty of offers. Coots is there, St Ledger, Tracy on hand as well. I would think Keith Tracy will hit this. He got a screamer in the cup the other week, and Burnley have got to be on their guards here. It was a sloppy bit of play, and let's hope Burnley don't pay. Tracy to hit it over the wall, and nearly there, but good save from Jensen. Didn't have the pace on it maybe to trouble the keeper. He was able to get across his goal without really having to dive full stretch. It was a comfortable stop in the end.
Yeah, good catch from Brian. Second attempt there, but sun's probably in his eyes as well, so he did extra well there with that one. You've got to be careful with free kicks like that, because they can finish up in the top corner. It's Burnley attacking again.
Patterson just picking up from the knockdown from Uwalumo, trying to go to the byline, puts the ball in, won't quite fall for the Clarets here. Away come Preston, well blocked by Elliott, and that'll be a throw to the Lily Whites. We've played quarter an hour. Burnley have got the lead courtesy of that 9-minute goal from Uwalumo. 3 goals, 3 games at Turf Moor, 3 goals, all headers. Here's Davidson with the throw. He's got a good long one, and Barton wins the header. Helps it on to Matty James. Down that right hand side for Joshua King, and King's just got the better of Fox for the minute. Marnie getting back to him as well. Here's James once more. Helps it on to Morgan. Morgan looking down this left hand side for Tracy. Good first touch from Tracy. He's away from Edgar. He's a danger today, is Tracy. Runs past Carlisle as well. He's beaten 2. Puts the ball in. Deflected behind by Alexander. And he could well be the danger man, Keith Tracy. It's a fantastic bit of wing skill.
Yeah, it was. He's been their danger man, hasn't he? Had a short sort of free kick up tonight for Preston. They're getting closer. That was a great play down the left. Edgar was left behind, wasn't he? But it's one end to the other at the moment, Phil. It
is. Burnley have got to defend this corner well. Preston's second of the night. Tracy with it, swings it in. It's headed away, and headed away well by Clark Carlisle. Preston will pump it back in though through Davidson. Got to be on the guard here, the Clarets. Uwalumo thought he was fouled, but it is volleyed away by Fox.
Uwalumo fouled time after time, and no free kicks. Gone out for a throw-in on the far side, but I thought that was a foul on him.
Look at Uwalumo just to see how he's moving. Had that nasty, looked at a nasty hamstring injury at Swansea. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. Ball forward to Tracy again, looking to take on Edgar. Got a touch there, Edgar, just to knock it out of play. Played full back at Ipswich. Alex Ferguson here today alongside Alistair Campbell. Sir Alex taking a game in, watching his son's side in action. Here's Patterson inside the Burnley half. Hooks it on for Alexander. On in turn for Patterson. We'll use Edgar. Edgar back to Carlisle. Maybe look long here, Clark Carlisle. Uwalumo's got to get on side, I think, here. Uses Edgar. It's patient from Burnley. Elliott Watson on the halfway line. Lovely spin and turn. And he's got Marnie for company. Again on the halfway line. It'll go wide left here towards Fox. Back to Marnie once more with BK. Ball towards Wallace. Touch back to Marnie. Good play from Burnley. Here's BK coming forward. Spreads it wide. Into offside against Elliott, but he's got away with it, and he'll get to the byline here. Looked to put the ball in and slipped, unfortunately, because it was very promising up to that point. Ball forward looking for Parkin. He'll run out of play, and this will be Burnley's throw. Elliott did everything there, didn't he? Just maybe slipped as he was about to deliver the cross.
I think he did. Turned his man there, left him, didn't he? And he stumbled the first time, and then just slipped as he was going to put a left foot cross in. Burnley attacking again with BK. He's having a great game.
Yeah, doesn't need a second invitation to get forward, by the way. Iwelumo just trying to link with Marnie. This will go back to the keeper, courtesy of Davidson. An easy one for Lonergan to pick up. Lonergan will roll out, linked with West Brom and Burnley in the summer, but nothing came of those rumours. And St Ledger will come forward, helps it on to Tracy, but Burnley win it again through Wallace. He's switched wings for the minute. He's down the right hand side for now. Edgar on for BK. BK and Carlisle are switched. Carlisle will come forward. Marnie just touching it back to BK. For Carlisle, more comfortable on his right hand side normally. Ball forward, tested Alexander, and it's cut out by Coots. Here's James, just turning away from one, got fouled in the process. Quickly taken by Davidson, but from the wrong spot.
It was that, Phil, wasn't it?
I think he got caught. Maybe Elliott just caught him. James never went to the ground, to be fair to him. He was trying to keep his balance. The referee thought he'd been impeded. Here's St Ledger to take the free kick. Inside the Preston half, just outside the centre circle. St Ledger with it, goes short. BK trying to win this back and has done. Big and strong, battled away with young James and won it. Here's Elliott, another slip on the surface, a little bit greasy, a little bit wet. Here's Wallace down this right hand side, as we mentioned. Iwelumo wanting the ball inside, uses Marnie, getting through a lot of work. Dean Marnie looking for the ball over the top for Edgill. Do well to reach this, but has done. Edgar took it down well. He's a footballing defender, hooks the ball in and wins a corner. He is a footballing defender, isn't he, David Edgar?
Yeah, great control. That fantastic pass initially out to David Edgar. We thought it was going out, but controlled it, made it look easy, and got a corner. Second corner of the game for Burnley.
Let's hope Burnley get the same result as they did with the first. Ross Wallace to take it again. Andy Lonergan's not a keeper that tends to come for much, and Burnley will know that. Swung in again. Lonergan doesn't come. It's headed away this time. And a chance maybe for a clearance. Alexander got there, got a touch to it, hasn't won the throw-in. It's gone the way of Preston, and Preston have got a little bit of respite. It's a good delivery, isn't it, from Ross Wallace? He knows the keeper well, and he knows he's not going to come for them.
No, great corners, and we need another goal though, I think, because when they get the ball they look dangerous when they attack, and one's never enough, Phil, is it?
No, one is never enough. You're so right. Flicked on by Parkin. BK battling with Joshua King, who's a real handful. He's got the ball back inside. Elliott's caught his man. We're playing on here. Oh, there's no side flag, is there? Yes, there is, against Tracy. Do you know, Jensen got there anyway. He's not a bad little tackler, Brian Jensen. Tracy might need a bit of treatment here. I've got to say, he got the ball, and he got the ball very cleanly. There can be no problem with the challenge, can there?
No, I think he fell badly, didn't he? He got the ball and then the player fell over him, but if you want to run against Brian Jensen, do it at your peril, because he's a big lad, isn't he? I wouldn't do it.
Challenge that Colin Walden would have been proud of. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's the shock of Brian Jensen coming at him, I think. It was a great challenge. Iwelumo with a header, fouled his man. Referee not happy with the challenge. Iwelumo querying why, and the Preston player's gone down. Sean St Ledger just fallen on his shoulder.
I think he went down. He's damaged his shoulder when I think he went down because he was easily beat there by. He was pulling Iwelumo, wasn't he?
50-50 to me. The referee's having a word with Chris Iwelumo. There's history between the two. When he got that hat-trick at Deepdale, he was sent off for a face-to-face with St Ledger. I'm not going to say headbutt because I don't think there was any contact, and there is a bit of history there, and Chris Iwelumo's going to have to be careful. Header one here by Parkin. Oh, it might fall here. Big chance for Preston to make it 1-1. They have. Burnley at sleep a little there, and it's Barton, the youngster. His second start has got the equaliser against the run of play. There's one or two appeals for handball, but Adam Barton has got the equaliser on 23 minutes. The youngster, only his second start, just 19, knocked down from Parkin. Burnley crowding the referee, not happy at all. and Barton finished it in style. It's the first goal Burnley conceded here at this level since March 2009. Definitely looked like it caught Barton's hand as he was coming through, but given, and it's all square here at Turf Moor. Had a quick look round Barton when he converted to check the linesman's flag wasn't up, because I think he certainly knew he'd hit his arm. But it's an equaliser. Burnley 1, Preston North End 1. Perhaps against the run of play. Wallace trying to get through here. Hooked away and King will collect the ball. Just keep it in play, but only for the benefit of Fox, who wins himself a throw-in. King has stayed down. There was absolutely nothing there, was there? He's off the pitch, so Burnley within their rights to play on. Strong challenge on the far side. Preston obviously irked a little. I don't quite know why, because it was a perfectly fair challenge and there's an overreaction here, and we're going to have to see what the officials do here, because it was a perfectly fair challenge on Josh King. Burnley had the right to play on. He was off the field of play, and that certainly appeared to irk Preston, and I think there's some work here for Kevin Friend.
I think there's a Preston player got to go here, Phil, because that was not what you want to see on a football pitch, especially when it's live on the television. Billy Jones, unbelievable play, scandalous.
Clash between him and Wade Elliott, and I think the referee's got some decisions to make here. He is. Certainly Wade Elliott had his arm around Billy Jones, and Kevin Friend's having a word with Elliott and with Jones. The game's got to calm down a little bit. That was a bit silly. Burnley nurked. He's going to book Elliott. Burnley rightly annoyed with the goal. Did appear to touch Barton's arm as he went through. Elliott and Jones in the book for what was a bit of pushing and shoving.
They're lucky we didn't see a red card there, you know, because that was uncalled for, wasn't it, really? There was nothing at all wrong with the ball, the way it was played and the way that we played on. And
challenged by Fox on King. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. King went off the field of play and Burnley had every right to continue. They didn't have to wait for King to come back on. He's getting some treatment now. They're down to 10 men momentarily. Free kick for Burnley. Quite why Wade Elliott was booked, we don't know. Let's see what Alexander can do with this. Everybody back for Preston. Alexander clips it towards the near post. Edgar can't win it. It's hooked away by North End. All the way back to Jensen. No sign of King coming back on yet. 19 minutes to half time. Burnley 1, Preston North End 1. Header away by Jones. Here's Parkin. Played a part in the goal. Good challenge from Carlisle. Perfectly fair challenge from Clark Carlisle. And the referee here has got to be very careful. It is a derby, but that looked a top challenge from Clark Carlisle. And Kevin Friend's got to have a good hard look at this, because he's overreacting. It was a top challenge. Right on the centre spot. You'll hear the boos around us. Graham Alexander is furious. And there's going to be a change, I think, for Preston. King's not going to play any part. Great challenge. Absolute great challenge. The ball was on the ground. Nothing wrong with it. You want Clark Carlisle to do that 100 times out of 100. Kevin Friend got that absolutely wrong. Barton's not helped because he's rolled on the turf after the challenge. The boos around Turf Moor tell you a lot here. There has been a change for Preston. It's Paul Parry. King has gone off. Work for Burnley in the middle. Battling away here is Tracy, and he's hit a corker shot against the bar and post. It's gone behind for a goal kick. And at the minute, Burnley have got to settle in the game. They're shot by the equaliser. And that was a fine effort from Tracy that has just clipped the angle of the bar and post. Burnley have to settle here. Here's BK, goes into the Preston half. Can't find Marnie. Again, it's sloppy from Burnley, and Preston have got men up here. The Clouts have got to be careful. Men in the middle in Parkin. He's going to look for him here, Tracy. Alexander with the chest down. There's still work to be done. Edgar thought about hooking it out of play. Has to for a throw-in. And just to the minute, having started the game well, Burnley are rattled. Yeah, we're helping them though. We're giving them the ball, aren't we, when we don't need to. We're giving it away needlessly in midfield. We've just got to settle, concentrate and play the way we were 5 minutes ago. We were the better team. Yeah, it's a long time since Burnley conceded at home at this level. They won't want to do that again. BK with a good header away. Ledger to it, just ahead of Uwalumo. Battling away Burnley to win it. Here's Fox. Will help it on down that left-hand side. Remember, Elliott and Jones booked in that scuffle way on that far side. We think possibly weighed Elliott a little bit harshly. Edgar onto Wallace, back here to Carlisle. He was pulled up for that challenge minutes ago in the centre circle. Edgar's let that run out of play, and Burnley need to regroup here quickly. Just a little flustered, Burnley, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they've made it that way off Preston, haven't they? The way they played in the last 5 minutes. But yeah, we're looking a bit edgy at the moment.
Elliott pick up the loose ball. He's under pressure. Uses Marnie. Marnie will take it on to Fox. Burnley a little bit out of shape at the minute. They've got nobody down the left-hand side. Patterson goes there. Here's BK near the halfway line. Uses Alexander. Alexander under pressure here. Nearly gave it away. Finds Carlisle. Carlisle down this right-hand side for Edgar. Edgar inside for Alexander. Barton getting through a lot of work in a free roll. He got the equaliser. Carlisle on to Elliott. Elliott will come inside. Clips the ball forward. Gave it away though. It's with Davidson. Looking long for Parkin. We know how difficult he can be in these situations inside the box with BK with him. And that's come off. BK, another corner for Preston. Parkin got what he wanted out of that. More work at the back for Burnley. Half an hour played. Burnley 1, Preston 1. Uwalumo for the Clarets. Barton with a controversial equaliser for North End. Tracy's hit the angle of bar and post to take the corner. The 5th of the evening, the 3rd for Preston. Let's see what Burnley can do here. Swung in, it's a dangerous one, headed away by Fox, but it'll come back in with North End. Clips it in towards the penalty spot, and Burnley got it clear. Wallace helps it on to Patterson. Let's see who Burnley can get up here. Wallace trying to support Patterson. Might have to go on his own a little here. Wallace on the overlap if he can. Patterson comes inside, easily dispossessed. It's a little bit slack from Burnley, having got an opportunity. BK's done well to win it back off Parkin. Here's Alexander trying to find Patterson, and at the minute Preston having the better of things. Here's James, tucks it back for Davidson. Davidson on in turn for Sean St Ledger. Coots wide for Morgan. Jones has gone forward here. Morgan with a long ball, looking for Parkin. Sun in the eyes of BK, wins the header, did well, and it'll fall here for Edgar down at right back. Will clear it, right footed, looking for Uwalumo. Gets a head on it, trying to find Elliott, but St Ledger will get it all the way back to Lonergan. The last 10 minutes might be a bit of a worry for Brian Laws.
Yeah, I would think so. He doesn't look like he's happy on the far side, but we just lost it for 5-10 minutes, didn't we? All came when they got the goal with the hand attached to it, but yeah, they've thrown us a bit.
There's controversy in these games. That last one with the 2 penalties at Deepdale. Edgar with a good challenge. Might just fall here for Tracy. Takes it on. Might have a goal here. They scored. It's 2-1. Tracy in off the far post, and Preston have got the advantage here on 32 minutes. It's Keith Tracy, the former Blackburn winger, left foot shot beyond Jensen, and they've come from behind here, and in the space of 8 first half minutes, Preston North End are 2-1 up. It's Burnley 1, Preston North End 2, and Tracy had already hit the woodwork. Didn't make any mistakes second time.
No, long range, wasn't it? 16 yards out, beat Brian Jensen, no problem. Dived to his left, but it was already in by then. But I think we've had a hand in it. You know, we're giving the ball away, aren't we, needlessly, when we don't need to do so. He's not happy, isn't Brian Laws on the far side? Mr. Ferguson is at the moment.
They looked like they were struggling for 20 minutes, Preston, but in 8 minutes they've gone from 1 down to 2-1 up in a feisty Lancashire derby. Maybe there was controversy about the equaliser, but not about the goal that's given them the lead. Patterson pulled up for a foul, and it'll be a free kick for Preston. They won against Portsmouth at home, but have struggled away. They haven't won away in the league since January. That's 11 league matches, and they've lost 10 of those. So a major upset on the cards.
Could be, yeah. In front of the television cameras, which the Burnley fans at home won't be wanting, but there's a long way to go yet. We just need to regroup and concentrate. You know, we've lost the concentration slightly, haven't we, Phil?
Absolutely. The last side to win here was Sheffield Wednesday, believe it or not, managed by Brian Laws. And this in this level, in this competition, and that was in February 2009. Obviously Burnley promoted that May. I've got to settle in this game, I think. Having got that early lead, the controversial equaliser has set Burnley back a little. Here's Elliott. He'll face play here. Just clip it forward, looking for Edgar. Cut out well though by Tracy. And this will be a Burnley throw. Former Blackburn player, it'll mean a bit to him. Keith Tracy. And I've got to say, he took it well. Here's Elliott. Looks again for Patterson. Easy clearance for Davidson. Work for Jensen. No question that he could have got there. I think it was a great finish from Tracy. Right in off the post. 10 minutes to half time. Nobody will press the panic button just yet, but Burnley have got work to do here. It's with Carlisle. Bit of space for Elliott down the wing if he can run onto this. Does collect it. Under pressure from Coots, goes back to Patterson. Patterson just uses Edgar. Edgar on here for Elliott. That's nice play. If Elliott can get the right cross in here. He's gone deep, looking for Fox. Headed away by Jones. And Burnley will have to be satisfied with a throw. And Burnley have just got to try and find a way back in the game here. It's a shock here at Turf Moor. Marnie's lost out. And away comes Barton, full of running, the youngster. Carlisle up against him. Come across, just running down the channel, which was good. Here's Davidson though. Finds the ball for Tracy again. He's caused Burnley problems. Hooks it wide, looking for Parry. Parry will keep it in play, the Welshman, on that far side. He'll get a cross in here, I think. Could be dangerous. Gets it back off James. Wide on that right hand side. And look to hook a ball in, I think here. Does too. Headed on though inadvertently by Alexander. It's the back of Parkin. And Carlisle did enough to get the ball out of the box and bring it away. It's back with Carlisle. 9 minutes to half time, and what's been a frantic first half in the Lancashire derby. Good flick on here from Uwalumo. Jones under pressure, hooks it away. Tracy will try and complete the clearance. Good little bit of skill in his own half. It's been fouled here by Patterson, and that'll be a free kick to Preston. I think Tracy was maybe looking for it, but maybe some contact. And Preston have got a free kick, and Burnley have got it all to do here.
We have against everything they're throwing at us at the moment, but we're giving the ball away at times and making it difficult for ourselves. We don't need to do that because we're better than that, Phil, aren't we? But got to get to half time as we are and regroup. I think that's what we've got to do.
Here's Lonergan with the free kick. Pumps it forward. Parkin's the target. He'll trouble Burnley in the air, there's no doubt about that. Helped on here by Barton, who's been fouled by Wallace. Not sure that was really the incident the referee thought it was, but a free kick nonetheless. 35 yards from goal, right of centre. And the Clarets again got some work to do here. Got some defending to do. Everybody back for Burnley. Preston happy to let the game just crawl on a little. The referee's had a word there with Elliott. Don't know what that's about. Elliott needs to get away here. These games have been punctured with sending offs in the past. Kevin Frome wants the wall back, and Tracy might fancy his chances here again. Jensen's just marched out his wall. He's got it lined up. Tracy with a shot, and it's a great effort, just wide of the target. Mardy can pack a punch. Left foot shot, just watched past his right hand post. Looks a good.
Yeah, he's had 4 or 5 chances. Close on one occasion. There, just wide of the right hand side of Jensen's post.
Ball forward from Carlisle. Ledger got the better of Uwalimo there. Alexander under pressure from Barton. They've put Barton on Alexander, which is an interesting tactic. Nice little turn from Elliott. And Elliott's got away from his man momentarily. Uses Wallace. Wallace looking for the 1-2. Doesn't get it. And away come Preston. It's good skill. And Barton away from Alexander. And all of a sudden, Preston are breaking again. If Parker can stay onside, they've looked to find him. It did look offside to me, and the flag's gone up. Parkin's not happy, but I thought he just strayed offside. And that'll be a free kick for Burnley. I mean, it'd be great if the Clarets could get on level terms before half-time.
Ideally, that's what we need to do. There's no reason why we can't. The crowd are getting behind them. That's what we have to do. But we just got to concentrate. We just lost it, didn't we? After the really, Alexander gave the ball away in midfield, and it was after that. We've done it again now. You know, silly balls. It's a throw-in now for Preston. Burnley are on attack, and Preston are now. We've got
Wallace ball. There's a Wallace ball back to Fox that was 20 yards behind him, probably. So unlike Burnley, and Brian Laws will want to just get this out of the system here, because in a derby you can't be anything short of 100%. Throw with Billy Jones halfway inside the Burnley half, didn't look entirely legal. Coots is running into trouble. Wallace is going to get this away. Has won himself a throw. I mean, it did look a controversial equaliser, didn't it, with a handball?
Definitely used his right arm to control the ball, but beyond me why the referee and the linesman both missed it when everybody else saw it. But it happens, doesn't it, on occasions, and it's happened today.
It might have been on the blind side of the official on that far side, but between them, having got the Iwelumo goal, the right decision with the ball over the line. Anyway, it's a throw to Preston, just in front of their dugout. Preston lead here by 2-1, having gone behind in the game to Chris Iwelumo's header. It's a goal for Adam Barton, he's first in the first team, and one for Keith Tracy, his first of the season. Here's St Ledger, that spell on loan at Middlesbrough last season. BK wins the head, Fox will volley it away into the Preston half. Easy one though for Morgan, chest it down for Jones. Jones won't get it back, and Burnley just kept it in play. Work for Alexander again here. Just knocks it wide for Fox. They'll get it on his left peg here and look towards Iwelumo. Iwelumo with a flick. Can't find Marnie. It's good work again from Morgan to keep it in play. Here's Jones. Preston bossing the midfield really since the first 20 minutes. And Burnley have got to try and find an answer here. It's with Sean St Ledger, Republic of Ireland international. Uses Craig Morgan in the Welsh ranks, with John Toshak having resigned this week. Brian Flynn the favourite to take over. Burnley have got themselves a throw just in front of Brian Laws in his technical area, and it's with Fox. Alexander back to Fox, ball inside here for Marnie. Better from Burnley. Edgar in space. Elliott offering himself. It's an overhit though, a good challenge from Davidson, but Elliott's still in space. Here's Marnie. Hooks the ball forward for Patterson. Patterson will turn and face St Ledger, but St Ledger's got the better of him. Comes away with the ball. There's only Parkin up at the minute, but he's looking for him, and Parkin's offside. Just struggling just to get back when BK was pushing forward. Was offside. Free kick to Burnley. You do sense the game's got more goals in it though, don't you?
Without a doubt, I would think so. Not far off half time now. We're messing around with the ball again. BK back to Yenta. We've got to stop that second half, Phil, haven't we?
Burnley at the minute got the early goal, and since then Preston have been the better side. That one change, you remember, Parry on for Joshua King, who seemed to take a knock when Fox challenged him on the far side, although it was a fair challenge. Preston were a little bit irked by it. Ball forward here from Morgan. It's gone on that right hand side for Parry to collect. He's testing Fox. Fox got back well. Concedes the throw. 2.5 minutes left of the 45. There might be a little bit of time to add on. The referee had some work to do on that far corner when there was that silly scuffle. Parry will leave this, I think, for Billy Jones. Preston have come from behind to lead here 2-1. It's back with Billy Jones. He'll use Barton. He's had a fine game, the youngster. Ball inside for Coots. Coots will go all the way back to St Ledger. St Ledger knocked it back wide of Lonergan. So
free kick or a corner on that far side and finished it back in their own 18-yard box, is it, in this first half?
Significant scorers for Preston. Adam Barton's from Blackburn, and Keith Tracy, of course, joined them from Blackburn. A good challenge in the end from James. Just stopped that ball running through to Marnie, who was 30 yards from goal, 30 yards from the Preston goal. Here's Carlisle now. Might go long here. Might just have to go long and try and find Iwelumo. Uses Alexander. It's patient stuff from Burnley. Spreads it wide, looking for Wallace. Giving Wallace a bit to do. Won't get there. And that'll be a throw to Preston. It might be that Brian Laws has to go 4-4-2 in the second half.
I think so. Iwelumo there was screaming for the ball, wasn't he? And didn't get it. He'd nobody near him either on that occasion. But yeah, I think we'll have to have a rethink, aren't we, at half time? It's not happening at the moment.
Just not got going, the Clarets, despite having that early lead. Here's Alexander once more. Uses BK. Stab back to Carlisle. It's unusual for Burnley to concede at home at this level. Here's Elliott. Might have to go back to his keeper here. Can't take any chances. Turns back into James and away from him. He did take the chance, and my word, he did well with it. Here's Wallace looking for an early cross here towards Iwelumo, beyond him, headed away by Davidson. Might fall for Edgar. Went for glory. It was an Hollywood effort on the volley, but wide of the target. And we're in the final minute of the first half.
Could have gone further with that, couldn't they, without having a shot on goal there. A bit of space to his left.
Out for a volley top corner, wasn't it? But it's perhaps a 1 in 100. Here's Lonergan with the kick. Preston leading here by 2-1. Remember, they won 4 of the last 5 Lancashire derbies, so Burnley have got work to do here. But there is an omen. Preston led here the last time these two met, before Burnley ran out 3-2 winners. Carlisle will leave this for Edgar, and told to go back by Kevin Friend, who's not really been a friend for Burnley at the minute. This will be Edgar to take it. Iwelumo just jogging across to try and win the header. Can't do it, it's gone behind him. Here's Patterson. Look for Elliott. There's a little bit hit and hope. Headed away comfortably by Morgan. On in turn by Davidson. Parking with a touch on. BK coming across and the keeper's coming. Did well, Jensen. Wanted it. Made sure he got there ahead of Barton. Touch from James. Here's Parking to take it down. Finds Tracy again. Here's Barton, who's caused Burnley problems through the middle. And look at Paul Parry. Chance here for Paul Parry. BK did well. What class from BK. Put his foot on the ball as everybody went past. Top defending, and Burnley looking to get on the attack here. It's with Elliott. Touch from Wallace inside the Preston half, but Elliott's in trouble here. Ran into trouble with Coots, and Coots has come away with the ball. Barton's had a great half. Has won himself another throw in front of the Preston technical area.
BK, wasn't it? Amazing play. Running back, Listers. Stopped the ball with his foot just before the player was about to get the ball in the box, and Jensen picked it up. Fine play.
The collision with his big keeper, but knew what he was doing. This will fall here for Tracy. Just helps it on. Headed by Fox. Jones to pump it back in. Parking, linking well with Barton, but it'll come away here by BK. Finds Patterson. Patterson a bit of space here. Chance maybe to have a run at Callum Davidson. Puts the ball in too near the keeper, and Davidson will make sure. Was a little bit hesitant, but got there with a bit to spare. And this might be the end of the half here. Burnley having taken the lead on 9 minutes. Parking's offside here. How many times in the half? It's been a few. Burnley free kick. Maybe last opportunity of the half to try and get level. Burnley behind here by 2-1. It's with Clark Carlisle. Finds Edgar. Uses Patterson. Patterson with Davidson. Davidson catches him. Burnley might be better just leaving this and getting the big men in, and having one last chance here before half time. BK jogging forward with Carlisle. The free kick's 12-15 yards inside the Preston half. Everybody now just around the Preston box. Alexander with it, swings it in deep towards BK. Has it come off BK? It has. Could be a goal kick, and I think that'll be the last action of the half.
I think so. They could be blowing when he takes the free kick. Andy Lonergan is blown now, in fact.
Half time, 1 or 2 boos sadly. Started so well for Burnley. Goal on 9 minutes. Right wing corner from Wallace, headed home by Uwalumo. There were claims that Preston had kept it out, but certainly the keeper had it well behind the line, maybe 2 foot behind the line, and it's 3 in 3 home games for Chris Uwalumo. Preston were level on 23 minutes. It was a bit of a shock when it came. There was a hint of handball against Adam Barton, flick on from Parkin. Barton certainly touched it with his arm, but finished in style past Jensen to make it 1-1. 8 minutes later it was 2-1. Tracy getting in the Burnley box, finishing with a plum, left-footed, in off the post, and Preston had the advantage at 2-1. Tracy's hit the angle of bar and post as well, and I've got to say, not too many other Burnley chances, Keith.
There wasn't in the first half. We started like we didn't really know what we were doing at times, didn't we? But then we got into the game. I thought we looked the better side, and we got a great goal. Uwalumo with his third game goal in 3 home games. But then Alexander had a bit of a spell where he was giving the ball away, and then there was a bit of falling out in the middle of the pitch, wasn't there, between the Burnley players, and it stemmed from there, to be honest, because for the next 10-15 minutes they got a goal which was a handball. We've seen the replay on the television, but nobody saw it. The referee's given it, but after that we lost concentration.
I think Kevin Friend's almost ready to get us underway. Next game at Turf Moor is Bolton Wanderers in the Carling Cup, but everybody's just forgotten about that for the minute. They've got to get back against local rivals Preston here. Preston leading by 2-1. Goals on 23 minutes and 31 transform the game, and we're underway. Burnley defending the cricket field stand end in this second half. I would imagine it's a blast from Ryan Laws. Uwalumo trying to take this down. Under pressure uses Elliott. Patterson in a bit of space on that right hand side. Look to get the ball in here. He's trying to use Elliott, but St Ledger across to get there. Hook it out of play. Throw for Burnley. Certainly a lot of games when Burnley were promoted, they came from behind. I think it was something like 25 points won from behind, and Burnley have got to show that discipline today. Long throw from Egan. My word, it is a good long throw. Beyond Uwalumo, headed away. That's something to use in the minutes and games ahead. Challenge here from Alexander, wins the ball. It's back with Edgar on that far side. Uses Carlisle, try to thread it through. Cut out well by Preston, and they'll look to counter-attack here. This is where they are dangerous and looking for Paul Parry. Fox wins the header. BK will go back to his keeper here with time. Jensen has a touch, clears it left-footed. Looking for Uwalumo up against Jones. Bounces free here for James. Matty James. Back to St Ledger. Work here for Jensen. It'll go into his area. Thought about rolling it out of BK or Carlisle. In the end it goes to Carlisle. 2-1 Preston have the advantage here. Don't expect them to come bombing forward in the second half. Parkin's caught Alexander here. Ball forward from Fox is behind Wallace. Clearance from Preston. Here's Barton. Had an impressive game. Played in the Lancashire Cup final 2009 at Deepdale and was very impressive that day. Here's Wallace trying to make progress through the middle. Uses Patterson. Patterson looking to stand up Davidson. Get a ball in. It's got deflected. St Ledger dummers it for his keeper. Just outside his 6-yard box. Easy one for Lonergan. Burnley looking to step up the tempo.
Yeah, I think we had them from what we've seen first 2-3 minutes, and we need to continue as we are, but keep not give the ball away. That's the main thing. Second half, we'll be okay.
Here's Billy Jones. Gets the ball back here. Ball forward from him through the middle, looking for Parkin. Oh, he's got a slightest of touch for Barton. There's a man on the left-hand side in Tracy, who's causing Edgar problems. Comes inside, this time on his right foot. Easy one for Jensen, just diving to his right-hand side. But that's 6 efforts on goal from him. And Preston have been impressive on the counter-attack. Easy save though for Jensen. Here's Patterson, swings it in. Iwiluma might have been offside there, does win the header. Marnie trying to win the next ball. St Ledger got there. 1 or 2 hints of handball, but I'm not sure on that one. Good challenge here from Carlisle to win it. Little break here for Elliott. The game's certainly got the better tempo now. Here's Marnie, just went behind him. Marnie had to check. Use Alexander. Alexander with the ball forward, finds Elliott. Ball wide here for Patterson. Good ball in, but it's beyond everybody. Touch behind by Jones. Corner for Burnley. And that's a chance here now for the Clarets. Let's just see what Burnley can do here.
Just making sure there, Jones. I think he could have left that, would have gone out for a goal kick, but he thought somebody was behind him. I think he was pretty safe there. It's a corner for Burnley.
Alexander to take it. Scored twice from corners already this season, which is in sharp contrast to last year. Bit of pushing here between Billy Jones and Andre Biquet, but the referee is right to try and stamp out. Still there now. And Kevin Friend is watching it. Let's see what happens here. It's swung in deep towards the far post. Carlisle wins the header, heads it down, but wide of the target. And that's going to be a goal kick for Preston. And Preston will take their time, and in some ways you can't blame them.
They're going to take the time with everything second half, aren't they? They're 2-1 up. At the moment they've got the 3 points, which that's what they've come probably come for a point, to be honest, but they've got 3 at the minute, and they want to keep them, I would think.
Back to the referee, had a quick word with Andy Lonergan, knew what was happening, just asked him to get a move on. Again, it's James in the middle of the park working hard, finds Coots just helps it on in turn for Tracy. Been very impressed with him today. Preston fans will have been disappointed to lose Ross Wallace, but my word, they found a player in Tracy. Elliott working hard across the back line. It's a clearance from St Ledger. Carlisle wins the header. Might bounce here for Iwiluma. It's cleared by St Ledger. Work here for Jensen. Big shout. He gets there without Fox making a touch. Rolls it out for Clark Carlisle. Barton getting close on him. The lads work really hard playing off John Park. It's a system that Darren Fergus has come up with, and so far for Preston it is working. Header on from Iwiluma. Oh, Wallace got caught there. Might fall here for Marnie. Shot saved well by Lonergan. Surely there's going to be names here. Wallace did well to get there. Got absolutely clattered. The referee spot on to play on. And Marnie's shot tipped wide by Lonergan. And I would think there's going to be a name here. It was a strong challenge. And this is good refereeing, because he realises what's happened. And he's taken the name there of Morgan. Corner to Burnley on that far side. Great effort from Marnie. A good save from Lonergan. That's his strength. Here's Wallace with the take. Swings it in towards that near post. Headed away. Marnie in pursuit again. Wins the challenge. Picks himself up. Tries to get to the byline. Under pressure wins a throw. Another strong challenge. Marnie just needs to pick himself up here. It's Matty James on Dean Marnie. It was a fair challenge, I think, to be fair. Here's Elliott. The game livening up a little here. Patterson trying to flick it on. It's hit St Ledger. Some very optimistic cheers for a penalty, and Paul Parry has found the ball from the clearance. It's a real opportunity for Parry, and he's knocked it wide. A counter-attack from nowhere. Ball over the top. It was a little aimless, and Parry got there and maybe should have done better, the former Cardiff player, on 51 minutes. The boos, because there's a Preston player down who's going to want some treatment. Wow, what a hectic minute or two, and Parry should have done better.
Should have scored, really. Could have took it further. A classic one end-to-end attack, was it? That happened a few times first half, but they're that type of team, Preston. They've got the players that can do that, and 1 minute we're up the other end, and the next minute it's a shot wide of Brian Jensen's left-hand post, which thankfully it was. It's not looking good though. There's a stretcher coming on for the I didn't say
it was James made a challenge in the corner, wasn't it? I do hope he's okay. He's just got back to his feet. I've got to say, I didn't see any incident there. The stretcher's on, the player's going back down again, unfortunately. And it was a hectic minute, but Parry should have done better. I think it was just a thump clearance out of the Preston half. And he took it all the way to the box and should have finished it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Just showing Alex Ferguson, and it's just showing it again. It was down by the post, down the corner here. Just showing Alex Ferguson and Mike Phelan. Mike Phelan looking at his watch there.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because he's a Manchester United player on loan at Deepdale. He's a big Burnley fan. Let's hope that's not too bad. Just being helped off here. There's some boos, I'm not quite sure why, because that's silly. He certainly hurt himself, I think, in the challenge. And we await another change for Preston. And I think, the referee will make sure he's adding on a couple of minutes here. It's certainly a couple of minutes taken up. And that's the change. I didn't catch the number there. Made very hastily on that far side. We'll find out in a moment or two.
It's going to be next. Coming off is number 6, Matty James, and he's been replaced by number 20, Darryl Russell.
Burnley on the attack, but taken well by Lonergan. It's Darryl Russell, the former Norwich player, that's replaced him. Home for Matty James. Let's hope he's okay. Kick here from Lonergan. Preston leading by 2-1. Maybe should have been 3-1 if Parry had finished that then. Elliott will jump here in the middle of the park, but it'll break once more to Barton, who's had a fantastic game, and it breaks again through the middle with Tracy, blocked by Edgar. Comfortable block in the end, but Tracy has troubled Edgar all afternoon. Full international now for the Republic of Ireland. Here's Davidson with the throw. I think the camera there just pointing out that Lonergan's going to struggle. Sun very much in his eyes. Russell uses Morgan, booked just a minute or two ago. Morgan with the ball forward to find parking. Almost tread on it when he collected it. He's got a ball inside though here for Russell. BK will come away with it though. Oh, Russell's won it back, but illegally, and that'll be a free kick for Burnley, taken quickly. Marnie will get it wide. I've got to say, it's not going to be easy playing Tuesday night after a hectic derby like this. Here's Alexander looking through the middle for Wallace. Header won at the back by Morgan. Easy clearance for Coots, just helped in the end by Davidson. Parking to reach it, to try and take it under control. Here's Coots again. Tracy's gone ahead of him. Edgar's won the ball and won it fairly. Comes away with it. Uses Alexander, had to because Tracy was ahead of him. Here's Elliott. Next goal crucial in the game. Elliott will just drag it wide for Patterson. Patterson up against his man. Got to try and stretch him. It's a poor cross though. And that, has it gone out of play? I think so. And that'll be a goal kick. And Kevin Friend will want Andy Lonergan to get on with it here. But we've had 10 minutes. The tempo's improved and the crowd are now chanting for Chris Eagles.
Yeah, he's getting ready on the far side. He's warming up, isn't he, with the other substitutes. I think it's just a matter of time before we see a change for Burnley in the second half. I think we need a change.
BK takes it down neatly, finds Iwelumo, who got that early goal but hasn't really settled into the game. The service has been poor to him maybe. Here's Edgar, just inside his own half. Looks for Patterson, and sharply was Davidson. Here's Elliott to win the next ball. Got caught there for me. That's surely a free kick. Elliott dumped on the deck. Davidson penalised. Free kick Burnley. Chance maybe just to throw a man forward here. It'll be Alexander to take. Iwelumo wants the ball. Carlisle coming forward. Crowd chant for Chris Eagles once more. Alexander with it. Target Iwelumo. Header won by Carlisle. Headed away by Davidson. Elliott to clip it wide. Getting away by Davidson. Here's Tracy. Pumps it into the Burnley half. Jensen bombing out. He'll have to make good contact here. Left foot does do. Through the middle. Is Wallace okay? He is. Iwelumo to reach it. Got in each other's way. There's a big opportunity. Iwelumo and Wallace got in each other's way with the ball close to the penalty spot.
Great ball forward from Jensen, and two Burnley players on the end of it. But I think they were both surprised, weren't they, at the fact they were both free in the box. Eagles are back to come on.
Yeah, that'll lift the crowd. It's not a bad move at this stage. I tell you what, Lonergan is struggling with the sun in his eyes. And that contributor, that massive Jensen kick, Ben Woodward has scored for the youth team today. Not in other circumstances, but it can happen. That almost bounced around the penalty spot. Here's Jensen, outside the D this time. Looking for Uwalumo. Flicked on. Will Patterson get there? He thought he was being held. Certainly looked a penalty to me. The referee's not giving it. Was Patterson being held there? We'd want to have another look at that. Not too many complaints from him, but certainly one or two of the players around him. Let's just see here. He's trying to get past his man. Maybe not. Maybe not. He just couldn't quite get there. Corner to Burnley. They're still pushing and shoving, and Kevin Friend's not happy again, and it's involving Billy Jones and Andre Biquet once more. And he's just making sure he's not standing for anything in there, Kevin Friend. Burnley have got to get on with the game. We saw a little bit of this away at Swansea, where there wasn't enough football in the second half. Hooked away here by Morgan. Elliott hasn't got the time he thinks here, and Parry's nicked it off him. It's a dangerous player on the counter-attack, Paul Parry. He's overrun that, and that'll be a Burnley throw. Near the halfway line, I think we're going to see some changes here. Maybe just not quite ready. Here's Fox. Maybe just launch this long. Uses Marnie. Had that shot saved by Lonergan at the start of this second half. Pumps it forward looking for Patterson. Wasn't going to get there. It's come off Tracy. Burnley throw. We're coming up to the hour mark. And Burnley desperate to get something out of the game now. Here's the change. And we're going to see Jack Cork to replace Dean Marnie. It's the change that was made at Swansea, and then Chris Eagles is going to come on. Let's see who he comes on for. Martin Patterson. Bit unlucky there, Martin Patterson. It's a straight swap really, isn't it?
Number 33, Chris Eagles.
Patterson will go to the bench, and here's Eagles, first touch, and it's a great ball down the line for Edgar. Puts the ball in and headed away. Eagles can't reach the next one, and Barton, who's had a great game for Preston, will break towards the halfway line. He's got Parkin ahead of him, and he's got Parry wide on this right hand side. Parry will tease Fox here. Maybe go on his outside. Uses Jones. Jones gets a cross in. It's a dangerous one. Headed on. Hacked away by Edgar. Could have gone anywhere. It's gone behind for a corner. And all of a sudden, you know, Preston could sneak one on the counter-attack.
Yeah, you feel that every time they get the ball, don't you? Because they look the part when they do attack, and it's a corner. You're right, that clearance could have gone anywhere, to be honest, but thankfully it's gone out for a corner and not in the top corner of the net. They're taking their time with it, aren't they?
The referee's got to get a little stricter with that. They were presented with a ball and absolutely strolled to the corner. Here it comes now, though. Swung in deep towards the far post. Headed away by Uwalumo. It'll be a Preston throw. Burnley can't afford a stop-start second half, can they?
We've got to go for it now. We've just made two substitutions, two class acts. Come on, Eagles and Court. Let's make use of them. Let's try and turn it.
To Preston. Again taking the time, and Kevin Friend's had enough here. The referee's right, he's got to have a word, he's got to warn them. If it continues, he's going to have to take names. It's halfway inside the Burnley half, down the Preston left with Davidson. Use St Ledger inside for Coots. He'll go all the way back to the keeper. Iwaluma will put him under pressure. Clearance here from Lonergan. Big pump forward. BK didn't win that. It was a header on from Barton. Got to say, really impressed me today, the youngster. And it'll break for Parkin. He's got Tracy with him. Parkin's done well with it. Big target man. Gets it wide for Tracy, who's running at Edgar. But there's good cover from Eagles. Just helping his man out. Tracy's won it back. Edgar got back in on the act. Scoops it forward. Gave Cork a bit to do. Battled away as Cork. Tracy's worked ever so hard there. Concedes the throw in the end. Edgar with it. He's the standout player for me in the game, isn't he?
It's our best player by a mile, yeah. Had a great game. Could have had a few goals.
There's BK. Finds Elliott inside the centre circle. Spins away but can't find his man. He's not quite been at his best today, Wade Elliott. Ball forward from Jones. Again, Barton will run and run, but BK always the favourite. tucks it back to his keeper. Jensen with a good aggressive clearance, but it's Billy Jones's to win ahead of Wallace. Here's Alexander. Alexander will look forward here, finds Elliott, back to Alexander, on to Fox. Burnley have to go forward here. Alexander will turn, find Court, desperate for the ball. Jack Court wants it all the time, spreads it wide for his man, trying to help it on immediately. Edgar, tasty clearance from St Ledger. Burnley throw. 62 minutes on the watch in the derby. It's Burnley 1, Preston North End 2. Edgar back here to Carlisle, square for BK. BK will bring it forward. He's got Fox down this left-hand side, all given away. It was sloppy. He's got a chance to redeem himself. Alexander's on hand as well to tidy up. Here's Wallace. Puts the ball in looking for Uwalumo. Headed away, though, comfortably in the end by St Ledger. Elliott will pick up the loose ball. Burnley got to try and create something here. It's with Fox. Finds Elliott. Space for Cork if he can be found. Elliott needs to use him here. Elliott's looking to try and run on his own almost. Puts the ball in beyond everybody. And that'll be an easy goal kick. I mean, Jack Court maybe was the ball, wasn't he?
Definitely, he was waiting, he was crying for it, wasn't he? But an aimless cross, high to play, and it's a goal kick, and it's slowing the game down again, isn't it? Benefiting Preston at the moment.
Much advantage Preston, isn't it? Very much advantage Preston at the moment. Big kick here. Won by Fox, and Fox was pushed, so it'll be a free kick to Burnley. So one off Michael Duff, Leon Court, Jay Rodriguez, Stephen Thompson will be the last change. And Burnley have taken the free kick from the wrong spot. Almost 20 minutes into the second half. Goals from Barton and Tracy overturned that early advantage for Burnley from Uwalumo. Carlisle will get it forward for Cork. He's the one to try and get Burnley going here. He's got Edgar free on that right hand side. Edgar can't just keep it in play. And it'll be a throw to Preston. And Preston will be in dreamland because they've lost 10 of their last 11 away from home in the league. There's going to be another change here. This time for Preston. Their last change. It's Paul Hayes to come on. And he's going to replace Paul Coots. He'll have 25 minutes to show everybody what he can do. Played for Brian Laws at Scunthorpe. You would imagine Paul Hayes normally would go up top, but I think on this occasion he may play in the middle of the park. Looks like John Parky's going to play the full 90. There's Hayes' first touch, intercepted by Fox on the halfway line with BK. Burnley have got to try and find some impetus here. It's with Court, back to Alexander. Looking to find Wallace, it's given away though. And here's Billy Jones. Alexander can't win the next challenge. Hayes takes it down the channel just to try and stretch BK. He's won the challenge on another great game, Andre BK. Uses Fox. Fox encouraged to come forward. Ball inside, given away though to Darryl Russell. Burnley have squandered possession today. Hayes back with Morgan. Morgan all the way back to his keeper. That last one sub, you would expect maybe to be Thompson, would you?
Yeah, I think so. Got to be. It usually is, and I think we need to try something slightly different up top, don't we, for the remainder of the game.
Not happening for Burnley today. You know, having had a great run at this level at home, 8 successive wins at Championship level, including the playoffs coming into today at Turf Moor. But not today, they're trailing by 2-1. Here's Edgar, ball inside for Eagles. You want to see him running at Preston, creating things for Burnley. Spreads it wide here for Fox. Fox needs to get a quality ball in here, clips it forward, looking for Uwalumo. Got close to him, it was Morgan that won the header. Davidson will clear his lines here, hits it against Edgar and against himself, and Tracy will go back to Davidson with the clearance. Might fall for Alexander, tried to chest it down for Eagles, gave Eagles a bit to do, but he's come away from 2 and a great bit of skill. Tried to channel the ball through the middle and couldn't do. And it's Billy Jones to bring the ball forward. Elliott trying to get close to him as he found Parry here. The keeper out in Jensen will have to boot this long. Left-footed, has done. Jones to win it though, just inside the Preston half. Wallace got close to him. It's ricocheted into the middle to St Ledger. Halfway through the second half. It's Preston still in charge here by 2-1. Desperate stuff in the Lancashire derby. Back with St Ledger. Cries have come on Burnley. The crowd getting behind the lads. And that's going to be a throw on that far side to Burnley. Is there going to be another change?
Replacing number 15, David Edgar, is number 19, Jay Rodriguez.
Rodriguez on for Edgar. Bold move. Scored against Preston for Barnsley last season when he was on loan. And Burnley going 2 up here. It's Edgar to make way. Just think Elliott's probably got it right back here. If I've got this right, Elliott right back. Alexander in the middle. Ball forward. Rodriguez is offside, so it's give Burnley a bit of pace up front, one would assume.
Yeah, it will do. He's that type of player, isn't he, Jay? But Edgar's had a good game, you know. Unfortunate to go off, isn't he? But yeah, we need to change it right. It's just going nowhere at the moment, is it? They're happy, they're 2-1 up, and it's just not happening. Sometimes that's the way it goes, isn't it? So we need a bit of magic from somebody.
Elliott, Carlisle, BK, Fox at the back. Eagles, Alexander, Cork and Wallace in the middle, and then Rodriguez up front now alongside the big man Chris Uwalumo. Header won by Rodriguez. Eagles can't keep it in play, and that'll be a throw to Preston, and another break in the game that Burnley can ill afford. It's gone back here to Sean St Ledger. Clearance from him. BK takes it down on his chest, comes away with the ball, needs support, gets it from Alexander, on in turn for Elliott. Did so well at Swansea in a makeshift right back. Went there of course at Ipswich as well. Here's Cork in a bit of space. Cork just helps it on to Fox. Jack Cork can play right back as well, incidentally. Wallace back to Fox. Here's Cork again, finds BK, working hard. Preston to try and maintain their advantage. Here's Eagles through the middle, ball nicked off him. Good defending indeed from Preston. And they'll just slow the game down on the halfway line with Darryl Russell. Who gets a ball away. Chance maybe to get a ball in the box here. And there's a chance for Parkin to finish it, and he has. 3-1 Preston, and John Parkin's got it. Classic counter-attack with over 20 minutes left. Preston are 3-1 up here, and John Parkin's got the goal. Burnley 1, Preston North End 3, and it's a mountain to climb now.
Again, they made it look so easy, didn't they? We give the ball away. Eagles lost possession. They breezed into the Burnley half, and a ball across, no one marking him. Elliott was unlucky not to get a touch on the initial pass out left, but how easy was that, Phil? 3-1.
Yeah, he's in acres of space in the middle. Easy finish beyond the keeper. And Burnley are going to have to emulate Everton if they're going to get something out of this. Everton were 3-1 down earlier today in injury time and got back to 3-3. Parkin maybe couldn't miss. And it's the Preston fans. I'm sure they came here not expecting too much.
No, I don't think they did, the way they've been playing recently, but at the moment they got the 3 points, which is not good for Burnley fans. We've got to really turn something magical out of this game from somewhere.
You get shocks in this division. You cannot take anybody for granted. And I tell you what, Burnley have struggled today. Preston with a system have worked really hard. Lonergan did well to collect that. David Unsworth played well for Burnley under Steve Cottrell and Owen Coyle, helping Darren Ferguson on the touchline. And they'll be made up because they came into the game with a dreadful away record, but sit 3-1 up here with just 19 minutes left. And Burnley, the great home record at this level in recent months, could go out of the window tonight. Here's BK. BK spreads it wide for Eagles, but he won't reach it. It's Davidson with the header. This is typical Preston. They've really battled in the middle of the park. And Parkin maybe just couldn't miss that. It was on a plate for him.
Yeah, easy goal that, but they made it look so easy. The attack down the left, didn't they? 2 goals today that looked very, very easy indeed to put in the back of the net.
Forward to Rodriguez from Eagles. The crowd just got on Alexander's back a little there when he checked back, and they've done the same with Rodriguez. Here's Elliott. Eagles, bit of space, looking to try and find Iwelumo. Couldn't get there. Cork might manage something here though. On his left foot. Oh, it's a great effort, just over the bar. Manufactured it himself. The one bit of class maybe we've seen from Burnley today. Courtesy of Jack Cork. Turn and shot over the bar. It's going to need something special from here. Wasn't far over, to be fair.
Wasn't. A foot over there. Great play though. Class act, isn't he, Jack Cork? I think we've got a little gem on our hands there, haven't we?
Middlesbrough on Tuesday. They lost at Queen's Park Rangers today. Burnley now 6 points behind QPR and Cardiff if this result remains the same. And Preston will have won 5 of the last 6 derbies if this result remains the same. There's Eagles. Ball forward, clip wide by Alexander for Elliott. Elliott onto Eagles, bit of space for Chris Eagles now. Looks to turn it on, couldn't get there. The referee not going to give the free kick. Eagles thought he was caught, and again it's Preston on the break with Parkin. Ball inside, but BK's won it back to Parkin. BK wins it again, and here's Rodriguez working hard to win it back. He's trying to lift Burnley here, going forward, looking to take on Jones. Can he clip in across? He can. Easy one for Lonergan to take, but Iwelumo wasn't far away. He's injected a little bit of pace up front.
Great play that from Jay Rodriguez down the left. Took his man on, beat him, and a crossing. Could have just done with Iwelumo's head on the end of that one, but yeah, a bit of pace from Jay.
Carlisle to reach it. Good touch on from Cork. One or two fans left when it went 3-1, but the majority staying behind the team, and they know they've got to get a goal very soon. Rodriguez dummied that through Iwelumo, who wasn't quite expecting it. 16 minutes left. A lot can happen in 16 minutes in a game. We saw that at Goodison Park at lunchtime. But the minute, it is going the way of Preston. Here's Carlisle. Ball forward finds Elliott. Makeshift right back. Rodriguez won't reach that. St. Ledger with the header. Here's Parkin working hard. Gets it back to Parry. Wallace wins it back. It's with BK. BK wide here for Fox. Burnley got to get forward here and look to test the Preston defence with some aerial crosses. Back with Fox. Hits it against his man. BK will recover here. It's against Hayes. BK gets it wide for Carlisle and gets it back again. Burnley have struggled to break Preston down, apart from that early goal when everything looked to be going so well for the Clarets. Elliott closing his man down as he fouled him, and as Elliott caught him, the referee thought he'd seen something there. He was running towards the action. It's a free kick and a free kick only. 15 minutes remain. The Lancashire derby. Preston very much in charge at 3-1. And it will be a shock to the system for Brian Laws and his team. Lonergan with the free kick. Launches it forward. Header won by Parkin. Hayes to collect. Playing 2 up now, Preston. They know the space. It's gone back to Jensen. Jensen with the clearance, left-footed. The target's Rodriguez. Jumped early, but St. Ledger wins it. Elliott to reach this. Needs to pump it forward. Done well, Elliott. Skips past 1. But gives it away. Burnley are a little bit sloppy. It will fall in the end on that far side for Eagles. Past 2, past 3, past 4. It's a great run from Eagles. Clips it forward. Chance here for Cork. It's blocked. Is that going to fall for Burnley here? It's blocked again. Burnley appealing for handball left, right and centre. Nothing given. And it'll be a throw only after a fantastic run from Chris Eagles. Burnley frantic in the box, couldn't put it away. There seemed to be chance after chance. We'll wait for the replay, and Cork's going to be crowded out here. Another throw to Burnley. Somehow it didn't go in the net.
What a run that was. 6 players he beat, was it?
Cork again, by the way, just puts a ball in. Cleared behind, is it? Or out for a throw-in? Out for a throw-in.
How did it not finish up in the back of the net? And how was I think there was a handball there. We haven't seen it again yet, but still Burnley attacking down this left. It was great play from Eagles.
They might be up for a start on Tuesday. Here's BK, looks to go short for Eagles. Ball back inside, can't get through the crowded Preston North End box. Work here for Carlisle, wins the header above Parkin, and it's gone out of play. 12 minutes remain. 1 or 2 controversial moments. A puff of the cheeks from Kevin Friend. I've got to say, I just don't think he's seen anything here. Eagles clips it in. The ball's going towards Cork, who wins the header cleanly. Oh, it's a clear handball. Clear handball. Certainly looks a penalty to me. And there's going to be a booking here for Jones. He's on his way. Billy Jones is off here. And I've got to say, he's a lucky man because he's handled it in the box moments before that. Should have been a penalty, surely. Pat on the back from Cork. Cork's header looked to be blocked to me.
Yeah, definite handball in the box there, so he should have gone 2 minutes ago, shouldn't he? And he can't be pulling his face at that. He's going to send somebody else off here if they're not careful.
In fairness to Kevin Friend, there was a puff of the cheeks. I don't think he saw the handball in the box. He didn't see the handball for the equaliser. And I think he's just fed up. He's just fed up with the time waste.
That's what we have linesmen, though, isn't it? When all the officials miss things, you've got to start thinking, hang on, something not right here. But fair play, sent him off, and off you go. Early.
Something right. Burnley have not played well today, but the equaliser certainly had a scent of handball, and that looked a penalty to me, with certainly the ball hitting the arm of Billy Jones, who immediately was sent off for time wasting. Russell's gone to right back. Does that man advantage help Burnley here? That's come off Parry. It'll be a Burnley throw, but there's only 12 minutes left.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting and interesting, isn't it? Let's hope we can salvage something, and one man advantage. Let's make it pay.
Just wonder if it's worth throwing another man forward, because you're a man up. Maybe it's not quite the time yet, but certainly looked a penalty there for me. Ball inside looking for Eagles. Rodriguez did well to reach it, but it's Preston's ball. Tracy, who's been the man of the match for me. Long ball forward, cut out by BK. He's done so well for Burnley. Spreads it wide for Fox. 11 minutes and counting in the derby. Finds Wallace. Wallace looking for Fox to run on. It didn't work out. It's a lot to ask of him. Clearance goes out of play. Burnley throw. Here's Wallace with it. Finds Cork. Ball inside to Alexander. Elliott in space. He's got to use Elliott and Carlisle maybe here. Carlisle coming forward from centre back. See if we can get a quality cross in here. It's not a bad one. Looks for Uwalumo. Easily cleared though. Hacked away by Barton. Parkin couldn't reach it. It's been a game where maybe the handballs are going to be the telling points here. Certainly Barton looked to use his arm for the equaliser, and there was a hint of a penalty moments ago. Here's Eagles in space, running at their defence here. Uses Elliott wide, ball back inside, clip behind for a corner. It's all Burnley now, with Preston down to 10 men. Burnley have got to try and make it count.
We've got to get a goal from this corner, because if we do, it's going to be really interesting, Phil.
Wallace with it. He'll swing it in left-footed. He does do. It's a good delivery as well. Lonergan's come this time. It was a good punch from him, to be fair. Alexander knows that's going out for a throw. He wants the ball quickly. Fox is in a position to take this off him and launch it back into the Preston box. Let's see what Fox can do here. Does do. It's not his best cross. Rodriguez couldn't reach it. Hacked away by North End. Elliott on for Alexander. They've got a cushion of 2 goals now, courtesy of that Parkin. Want to make it 3-1. Ooh, Rodriguez has a shot. Saved well by Lonergan to his right hand side. It came out of frustration, I think, from Jay Rodriguez. Offside against Uwalumo, which is a shame. Right on 80 minutes, it's Jay Rodriguez with a right foot shot that causes Lonergan to make a save. Right hand side. His 5 first team goals have all come at that end. And Lonergan to take the free kick. Left-footed, will launch it long. Work for BK. Thought Parkin was pushing him. Not quite sure why the referee doesn't agree there, and it's given against BK in the end, who was hard done by initially and then pushed his man to the floor. Free kick Preston.
Well, that's for sure. They're not going to be rushing the free kicks and corners now. But you're right, handballs are going to be the order of the day today, aren't they?
The incidents for me, the handballs certainly looked like the equaliser. Barton used his hand, and then a massive shout for a penalty moments ago when Billy Jones, just before he was sent off, appeared to handle Jack Cork's header. Let's just see now what Parry can do here. The wall's back far enough. Burnley have kept a couple up. We are in the last 8 minutes here, plus time added on. And Tracy's got the ball with Parry. Knocks it short for Parry. Parry hits it well. It's a good save from Jensen. Second time of asking. Just got his body behind it. He'll launch this now because Burnley have got men up. left-footed, through the middle, looking for Uwalumo. Jumps with Morgan. It's a flick on from Morgan. They'll find his keeper. Lonergan did well under pressure from Rodriguez. Burnley just haven't created enough in the game, have they?
Not today. We lost it first half, didn't we? That's midway through the first half when things just seem to go wrong. I think that's what it went, unless we can just use this last 7 minutes to our advantage.
Rodriguez steps aside one. Done well since he's come up. Ball in from Eagles, looking towards Uwalumo. Oh, Lonergan's poured at that. Might just fall here for Cork. Hooks it back towards goal. Uwalumo to try and reach it. Looked like he was balked in the box. Elliott can't reach the next ball, and it's Davidson to hack it away. Burnley will get opportunities in these final 7 minutes or so. Carlisle nearly overrun that. He's got his man in Eagles. Eagles giving it away. That's sloppy. That's unfortunate from Eagles. Good sliding challenge to win it back though from Wallace. Ball in here, finds Uwalumo. Oh, what a volley! What a volley from Chris Uwalumo! Home sweet home for the Scot. He's got his fourth at Turf Moor, and Burnley are back in it. Burnley 2, Preston North End 3, and what a volley from Chris Uwalumo.
Oh, what a great goal. Well done, Chris Uwalumo. Ball played in, no hesitation, right foot, back of the net, 3-2. It's going to be an interesting few minutes, Phil, and there's going to be a bit of extra time.
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? He's been unhappy, hasn't he? The ball in from Alexander, just found Uwalumo in space. Right foot volley. Fantastic finish bottom corner.
Uwalumo against Preston, you never know.
Number 9, Chris Uwalumo.
Chase now, but that's gone through to Lonergan. Just to give Burnley a bit of hope. It tells you that penalty shout was even more crucial.
Yeah, it was. It was a penalty as well. I think the referee will notice that when he watches the game afterwards. But yeah, it's decisions like that make your season, though, isn't it?
Premier League referee, and he's a good referee, but he'll be disappointed when he sees the replay. 2 key decisions have gone against Burnley, and he won't be happy with that, I don't think. Eagles couldn't win that challenge. The Burnley crowd thought he was balked. Can Burnley get something from it? It's 6 minutes and counting. Ball in towards Uwalumo. Try to take it down. It's cleared in the end by Preston. BK will try and jump. They'll run through to Jensen. Burnley have got to be careful they don't go gung-ho here. But it's a real opportunity to get something from the game. Almost like Everton Man U again. But they've got a man advantage. Swung it towards Jay Rodriguez, helped down by Cork. Here's a bit of space for Eagles, is it? They'll spread it wide for Elliott. Elliott's a key man here, but he couldn't quite reach that, and it's run out of play. The ball was a little while, a bit heavy. So it's 5 minutes to remain. Elliott will pass the ball to Davidson. Burnley don't want any time wasting here. It's 5 minutes plus time added on in the derby. Burnley 2, Preston 3. A scorcher from Chris Uwalumo to get Burnley back in with a shout, maybe. Foul here by Parkin on Carlisle. BK quick to get the ball. Burnley have got to take this now and take it well. Alexander gets it wide for Elliott. Plenty in the box for Elliott to try and pick out here with one of his trademark crosses. Hasn't got the ball in, and it'll be a Burnley throw again here.
You know, we could nick it. We need a bit of luck, and we haven't had any, have we, today?
Here would be great, wouldn't it? Here's Eagles, turn well nicely, puts the ball in, hooked away. It'll come back in through Elliott though. Gets a cross in there towards Rodriguez, header over the bar. Created space, won the header, but couldn't keep it down. Goal kick only. And Burnley are buzzing now. They're in the ascendancy, but they've got to find the equaliser from here. Rodriguez so close again. Alexander across to make sure the referee realises there's time to add on. There will be, I would imagine, 5 minutes, you would think. Pete's just signalling 5. I've got a feeling there might be 4 because there's not been a trainer on. I think he'll hide behind that. You never think there's enough when you're behind. You always think it's too much when you're ahead. It's a paradox of football. Here's Carlisle. Men in the middle for him to try and pick out. Rodriguez trying to win it. It's headed away though again by Preston. Alexander helps it on to Fox. His control maybe just let him down for the moment. Here's Alexander though, left footed in towards Uwalumo. He's crowded out a little. He's half headed away. Here's Elliott. Carlisle's available if he needs him. It might be worth throwing Carlisle forward here. Eagles trying to get a cross in. Wins the throw. 3 minutes and counting. And a dramatic finish to the derby. It's with Eagles once more. Bit of space for Elliott. Eagles gets it in left footed. It's a great delivery. Who's it come off? Come off a defender. And Burnley got another corner. Sensational grandstand finish. And I would imagine BK will come forward here. We're not into the realms of throwing the keeper forward just yet. Alexander with it. Can Burnley get back in this one? Alexander with the delivery, swings it in. Lonergan's coming, didn't get a touch on it, it's bouncing around in there. Fell in the end to parry. It was unlucky for Burnley. And it's going to be Eagles running back to the halfway line to retrieve the ball. Goes back to his keeper. The crowd not happy with that, but I think Eagles wanted to get forward. Keeper uses Fox. Dramatic finish here. It's gone wide to Alexander. Needs to get a cross in here. Does do. Looking in the middle towards Iwelumo. It's there! Oh, what a finish! Burnley a level. Hat-trick for Chris Iwelumo. What a finish! What a header! And Burnley a level in the derby. It's Burnley 3, Preston North End 3. Oh, what a finish! What a finish here. And it's Chris Iwelumo with 3. We predicted the hat-trick.
Oh, we predicted it a little earlier. What a great ball in. Flick of the head, back of the net. 3-3. We can go on and win this, Phil. Fantastic goal. Chris Iwelumo 3, Preston 3 at the moment.
Doesn't want to get sent off. We mentioned that game for Wolves against Preston and the excitement. What a great cross that is. And he's won it with a fantastic header in the corner beyond Lonergan. Sensational style. Another great ball in again, I think, by Alexander, by the way. Well, they're a little quiet, the Preston fans. I mentioned Goodison Park, and it's similar to that in lots of ways.
We're going to win it. We're going to win it. Burnley on the attack again with BK, telling everybody to get forward.
BK with the ball in, looking for the man of the moment, Chris Iwelumo. Can't win that header. They thought it was a foul. It's going to be a corner. Corner to the Clarets. Preston are rattle now in the derby. Can Burnley finish it? Taken short. Ball in here from Wallace. It's in there. It is! Burnley have done it! It's Jay Rodriguez to make it 4-3 in the derby. Sensational finish. They've come from behind to win it. Surely 4-3. And it's that man, Jay Rodriguez. Every first team goal he scored has been at the Jimmy Mack end. And surely he's got the winner tonight. Burnley 4, Preston North End 3.
Corner on the far side for Burnley. Great ball, floated in. Jay Rodriguez, header, 4-3. Phil, it doesn't get any better than this, does it? Amazing stuff from Burnley. Jay Rodriguez and another goal at the Jimmy Mack end.
First of the season and his 6th first team goal, and they've all been at that end.
He scored against Preston last year, didn't he, for Barnsley? So again, he likes playing against Preston. Iwelumo does.
So a sensational finish at Goodison Park, and Sir Alex Ferguson saw it. He's here tonight, and he's seen an even better finish.
I think this might get even better, Phil, because if we carry on as we are, we might get a 5th.
5 minutes. We don't want that now. Actually, we were complaining earlier. We don't want that now. Well, he could, but Preston will change their attitude a little now, I think, as they look to throw men forward. And Tracy's been a danger, and that's going to be a corner. Burnley have a bit of work to do yet in what's been a sensational turnaround. And listen to the crowd. 1 or 2 left at 3-1, but Burnley have turned it around. They've got to defend this well. There's work to be done here. It's gone short. Davidson trying to put the ball in. He's skied it a little. Helped on here, though. It's bouncing around in there. And it's cleared in the end by Burnley for a throw into Preston. We've played a minute of the 4 or the 5 added on. We're here the man of the match. Preston want the ball quickly here. It's going to be a long throw. Andre BK's got the man of the match. You can't disagree with that. And Burnley have just got work here to do. John Parkin's got a long throw. It's not used very often. It's going to be used now. We're in the 2nd minute of time added on. Parkin to swing it in long. Burnley have got to defend it. It's headed on. Still not away. Burnley have got to get there. Jack Court with a header on. Battling here is Wallace. He's done well. It'll be a throw to Preston. Just inside the Burnley half. Whoa, what a bonus this is. 3-1 down with 3 minutes to go. Sorry, with 7 minutes to go. And they've pulled it round to 4-3. Can they maintain this fantastic home record at this level? Another throw. Russell takes it. looking for Hayes down that side. It's hit against Piqué. It'll be a throw.
He's been immense today, hasn't he? He really, really has been the man of the match.
Parking, it's a massive throw that he's got, and Burnley have got work to do here. Parking to propel it into the Burnley 6-yard box. The Clarets need to win this. They have, and it'll be Alexander or Fox to get it away, in fact, to the halfway line. Can make a season a comeback like this.
Without a doubt, and what a comeback it is if we can just finish it off and get to the end of the 95 minutes.
It's Carlisle with the header away. Uwalumo wins the next ball. Eagles on the counter-attack. He's made a difference since he's come on, and he's now trying to stretch Preston down that far side. Got caught there by Davidson, did he? And that'll be a free kick, and that's really just what Burnley need at this stage. It's going to be a booking, isn't it? Yeah.
That could very nearly, been the way it ended last time we played them here, with the Eagles running the length of the pitch and putting it in the back of the net, couldn't it? It's a free kick. Just going to quieten it down slightly and wind that clock down, Phil.
Yeah, we need to take a breather. Just check everything. It all started with that sublime volley from Chris Uwalumo, which is a goal of the season contender. But this is a sensational comeback.
Wasn't it a great goal? The volley. Chris Uwalumo, you're a star. Amazing goal.
And we were complaining about the service he'd got. It's with Alexander. You'd just see things out now, I think, if you were Burnley, wouldn't you? Rodriguez back to Alexander. Ball forward. He's found Eagles in space inside the box. He looked to try and lay it on for Uwalumo, and they'll come away here now. But Fox will intercept this. Done well here, Danny Fox. Looking to take his man on. Wins a throw. Invited the throw.
It's out of Chris Eagles because, he could have shot himself there. He tried to put it on a plate for Uwalumo, and it just clicked the defender. But he has made a difference as he came on. And Jack Cork.
3-1 and you it up is the song. I'm not sure they did. I think, to give Burnley credit, they've not played well today, but they never gave it up.
They played well for the last 10-15 minutes. I still think we'll get another goal,
I think Burnley just be happy to wind the clock down, it must be said. It's with Alexander, finds Fox. Fox will get it back. I just got a text from a Blackpool fan who's a mate of mine, and he can't believe it, and we can't hear. Here's Rodriguez, who's the man of the moment, finds Wallace down the touchline. Wallace will have another chance here. Needs to keep possession if he can. It's gone the way of Preston, which was a bit harsh on Wallace, but I make it 10 seconds left here in one of the most dramatic Lancashire derbies ever. Burnley were 3-1 down with 7 minutes to go, and they're going to win this 4-3, I think. It's a goal kick to Preston, but I don't think there's time to take it. Chris Eagles just checking with the referee. Graham Alexander checking with the referee. And this is a sensational turnaround. Lonergan's got the ball, and I think this might be it. He's having a look. Burnley have got the win in sensational style. They've come from 3-1 down with 7 minutes to go to win it 4-3. 3 for Chris Uwalumo. Fantastic from him. And the winner from Jay Rodriguez. Again in front of the Jimmy Mack end. Well, doesn't come any better than this. It's a derby daydream.
Yeah, amazing stuff. In front of the television camera, so the whole of the country's been watching it live on the BBC. They got a treat in the end. It wasn't much of a game, was it, up to then? We were giving the ball away. They were scoring goals, making it look easy. We never really got going until we changed it around, which we said we needed to do. But we also hinted a little earlier on an Uwalumo hat-trick, which he got last time he played against Preston for Wolves. And he didn't let us down, Phil, did he?
It's a game, isn't it? It's some finish. And there's something about Jay Rodriguez, isn't there? It's a little bit spooky, isn't it? He seems to be at the right place at the right time in that 6-yard box.
And he only scores against Preston as well. Did it last year for Barnsley when he's on loan. But they're all 4 were good goals. Great goals. But that volley of Uwalumo's has got to be a contender for the goal of the season.
Just go through the scoring for you. It was 2-1 to Preston at half-time. Iwelumo had opened the scoring from a corner, from a Ross Wallace corner. It all went wrong for Burnley in 8 first-half minutes. The suspicion of handball against Adam Barton after a flick on from John Parkin, but he finished in style past Brian Jensen to make it 1-1. 8 minutes later, great finish from Keith Tracy. Took the ball on into the box, left foot thunderbolt, in off the post, 2-1 to Preston. The second half, Burnley got a better tempo, but they went 3-1 behind after 70 minutes. A great counter-attack from Preston, left wing cross, volleyed home by Parkin, and it looked all over and dusted. Burnley had chances, with a hint of handball on 72 minutes when Cork's header was going towards goal. Billy Jones was the culprit. Almost immediately he was sent off for time wasting. With 7 minutes to go, Iwelumo gave Burnley hope with a fantastic volley from an Alexander ball in, and then he got his hat-trick with 3 minutes left. Another great ball in from Alexander, flick header from Iwelumo, just got there ahead of Jack Cork, right into the corner, and it was 3-3. Within 2 minutes, sensationally, it was 4-3. A short corner taken on that far side, clipped into the box. Rodriguez really couldn't miss inside the 6-yard box for his 6th first-team goal, and all at the Jimmy Mack end. In the end, Burnley won a sensational derby by 4 goals to 3. Burnley 4, Preston North End 3. Fantastic finish in the Lancashire derby.